Hey guys, this is Hazard 502, and today we are taking another look at this lightsaber right here. This is the Rebel by Illuminated Saber Design and Concepts, or Illuminated Saber. I've had this lightsaber since November of 2017, and I've had it in my collection for about 3 years, and or just over 3 years, pardon me. And I thought I'd take another look at it because this is a company that I don't really see mentioned or hear about much in the lightsaber community as a whole. So I thought it was worth taking a second look at. So because I do believe that they do really good work. This is one hilt that has remained in my collection while others have come and gone, and I do get a lot of joy out of it, so I wanted to talk about it again. So yeah, this is the Rebel lightsaber. So obviously this is based on Luke and Anakin's Graflex style lightsaber, so this is not a replica but an inspired by design, which I find to be attractive and a lot of fun to wield and have in the collection. So let's go over some statistics of this lightsaber. What you're looking at is an overall length from the pommel to the top of the emitter, pardon me, of 11 and 1/4 inches. The grip section at the bottom is a width of 1.65 inches wide. The switch section, including the control box, that is 1.75 inches wide, and then the rest of the hilt body, emitter section, and this choke point here, that is a width of 1.45 inches. So that is very slim dimensions. The emitter section and this choke point here, that we're looking at like Vader's vault, who are known for very tidy proportions. So we're looking at comparable in that section right there. So it's very comfortable to wield. This particular model is a 4-piece hilt design. Had to count it out in my head there. You have your pommel, you have a lower grip section, you have a switch section, and you have the emitter. So one thing that I think was a bit of a potential miss was that, yeah, these parts do disassemble and can come apart, but they're not MHS compatible. Now, I know that not every lightsaber company is going to have an agreement with Tim over at the Custom Saber Shop to use that proprietary system, but it would have been nice to see this hilt design interchangeable with other MHS parts. However, Illuminated Saber does have a decent variety of hilts available, and all of those parts would be interchangeable with the Rebel hilt here. So one thing that I do like about Illuminated Sabers is that the machine quality and the fit and finish on these is very well done. It has almost like what I would describe as like a raw machine feel to it. It doesn't feel mass produced, feels more custom, I guess, and it has a very high quality feel, and everything assembles together very tightly and very nicely. Of course, some of the features on this one, given that it is Graflex inspired, is the electrical pins on the side. We have like a metal wheel that resembles a glass eye on the front. Some of the slotting there on the front and on the back by the bunny ears, and then you have your red button on the back, which I actually believe is wood and painted. Has a wood feel to it. Doesn't feel metallic at all, which I think is really nice. We have a kill key slot, recharge port with some milling, and of course this gorgeous gold control box, and then these metal milled lower grips that are anodized, and very robust finish on those. I'm not sure if you're able to see in the lighting. There are a decent amount of scuffs, I would call them, from using this lightsaber. I have my wedding ring that'll do some scratching to it. So yeah, good finish on here. looks really good still to this day. You'll notice that there is a CoverTech wheel on here. I didn't order it with a CoverTech wheel. I drilled and tapped it myself. And I think I may have done that as a cost savings, just knowing that that was a bit of work that I could do myself instead of having Illuminated Saber build that in. So if you're not familiar with their website, they have empty hilts, they have installation kits, and you can also commission them to do your build for you, which is what I did here. So this is a Plecter Labs driven Nano Biscotte version 4 soundboard, 18650 lithium ion battery, which is pretty much hardwired in, not removable, and charged through your recharge port there, of course. It has a red illuminated main switch, which I love red illuminated switches. The Nano Biscotte is a single switch operation soundboard, so this is a faux switch at the bottom here that doesn't do anything. It can be a 2-switch operation depending on the soundboard you get. And then I have a tri-cree blue-blue-white LED in there. So yeah, if you're not familiar with the Nano Biscotte version 4, maybe you are, but this particular one holds 3 sound fonts and has mute on the fly, and you can switch through those sound fonts on the fly as well. So let's boot it up.
Don't make me destroy you.
And we'll just fire it up. I do believe this is Mad Cow sound font. I'm blanking on the name of it at the moment. Alright, so if you're not familiar or haven't had a Nano Biscotte sound card powering your lightsaber, the motion and swing sensitivity is incredibly sharp and very accurate and responsive, and I love that about that sound card. One thing, or pardon me, a few things missing from the Nano Biscotte version 4 is there are no lockup effects and there's no blaster effects. But you do have flash on clash, and you do have that shimmer or flicker as you saw when it was illuminated. So that works out really well. Another note on this is that the pommel setup on here, I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera angle, but it is an open pommel design, so the speaker is just inside there, so there's no grill kind of providing any extra protection from your speaker. I've dueled with my son a lot. I've dropped my lightsabers. I've never really had anything, any trouble with anything protruding through the pommel ever, so that's not really a concern for me, but just a note for you. So let us rotate to a different sound font.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
All right, Obi-Wan sound font. And just a beautiful flickering blade. Classic original trilogy sound. Love the sensitivity of the Nano Biscotte version 4 soundboard. And then, of course, mute on the fly, so that will be activated just after 1 beep. And it'll fire up, and you still have your flash effects muted, so you can maybe not wake the rest of the household. Normally, in that setting, when it's muted, it would give you the lightsaber powered down sound. I went into the SD card and just changed that setting so that it would be quiet when you also turned it off to kind of go along with the whole muted sound. So yeah, the Illuminated Saber Rebel, it's a beautiful looking hilt, functional. I will say some of the machining is a little rough. Not all the edges are chamfered and smooth. For example, the black grips along the bottom, the edges, when you grip it and rotate it in your hand, kind of grab your skin, as well as the edges of the control box they're not sharp, but they're an edge. So if you were to actually wield with this or do some flourishes and spinning it, gloves would be recommended because, yeah, those could kind of just grate on your skin a little bit. And another interesting thing too with this hilt is that the emitter is accepts 1-inch blades standard, but it is a very tight 1-inch fit. I find most of my blades from Vader's Vault, from Saber Forge and Ultra Sabers don't actually fit. The ones that do fit are blades from Vader's Vault and the Custom Saber Shop. And interestingly enough, right now, this is a blade from Ultra Saber's heavy grade blade. It fits in there just nice and snug, but my regular grade blades from Ultra Sabers and Saber Forge, they don't fit. So take a note on that. Not all blades are going to fit in there. It is very tight. But yeah, you'll have some options to pick from different blades. So really enjoy this. I can see this staying permanent part of my collection for a long time to come. Really enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys.